The Department of Justice announced no charges against George Zimmerman, while the public awaited for the Department of Justice to announce on two separate investigations spurred by the summer shooting of an unarmed teenager in Ferguson, Missouri. The department announced just a couple days ago that its investigation in the killing of Trayvon Martin has been closed. There will be no charges filed against murderer George Zimmerman. The Justice Department officially met with the Martin family today, a couple of days ago, and they were told they will not be filing charges against George Zimmerman, who shot the 17-year-old after a confrontation in 2012. Thursday marks 3 years of the day since Martin was killed. Federal prosecutors concluded that there is not sufficient evidence to prove Zimmerman, the neighborhood so-called watchman in Sanford, Florida, intentionally violated Martin's civil rights. Now here's the thing. America. Don't get me wrong, I understand where the Department of Justice is coming from with their case. They're saying there was clearly not a violation of his civil rights. But there is truth in the fact that Trayvon Martin was profiled, Trayvon Martin was chased, Trayvon Martin was then murdered in cold blood, and his murderer walked free. To the point where, like, this guy now has a history outside of the Trayvon Martin trial of engaging in violent acts. Like, this is a bad apple, a bad cookie, a bad lemon, okay, a rotten apple, a sour puss. America. This is what this all is. Now, the Justice Department decided not to rule, but here is the thing. At the end of the day, America, I believe, like Martin Luther King says, the arc of history curves toward justice, and we will eventually, get justice for Trayvon Martin and justice for Mike Brown. And that justice might not come in the form we think it's going to come in, but it's going to come, America. And when it does come, our job is to be ready, because justice will one day flow like a mighty river all across this country. And what it's going to require is that we continue to fight. And we continue to stand up and speak out against injustice. I said this at the top of the show. I say it all the time. But we are the change that we believe. We are the change we seek. We are the justice fighters that we've been waiting on, America. Yes, the house is burning. But guess what, America? We are the firefighters, and we will put out the fire. Yes, indeed, it is true. America, we must be the ones to ring the alarm and sound the bells every time we see injustice, whether it happens in Sanford, Florida, whether it happens in the nation's capital, or whether it happens in New York City. We must be the ones to speak out against it every single solitary time. And every time we do it, we move a little bit closer. We get one step closer to justice. You think about it. If you think about it hard enough as we close out Black History Month, Harriet Tubman did not know that her steps from being a slave to helping slaves go through the Underground Railroad would one day lead to a black man in the White House. America. Crispus Attucks never knew that he would design a capitol that one day would house 2 black African American senators in the United States Senate. There's not a day that goes by that Mary McLeod Bethune-Cookman, when she created her university, thought that we would not eventually be at Harvard University. America, the arc of history curves toward justice, and every day we wake up, and every day we fight, and every day we push, we get a step closer. So yes, we might have lost this round, but there are 12 more, and we will win, America. And as LBJ said, and as the famous Negro spiritual says, we shall overcome.